Contender regime boxing, checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? What's happening? What's happening, man? Shout out to the brother Tex Rock in the building. Shout out to the brother Odie Riley, Keo Letao. I don't know if I said your name right, my brother, but what's good? Shout out to the brother Joey Foster, you know what I'm saying? Folks showed up in the chat early, you know what I'm saying? Let me make sure I got my chat up and running good, man. You know, I'm fucking with this little StreamYard shit right now. You dig? Let me see. Shout out to my brother D Luckett in the building. What's good? What's good? Okay. Okay, I think my shit right. Oh, there we go. Yeah, man, we gonna chop it up about this Gervonta Tank Davis, Rolly Romero fight. You know, Rolly Romero, he been talking real greasy, like normal. You know what I'm saying? Rolly Romero is extremely confident in himself. Confidence can't be denied. So I really want to get y'all thoughts on this matchup, the chances for Rolly Romero. Can he actually win this fight? And then if he can, you know, what do you think the route for Rolly Romero to win this fight will be? We're gonna talk about that. Salute to everybody for pulling up. Shout out to my brother Eclectic Agitator in the building. Shout out to my brother Big Tex 33 in the building. What's good? Ryan Hutton in the building. What's good? Shout out to my brother Mike Biggs Boxing in the building, man. What's happening? What's happening? The audio low? Can y'all hear me? Walter Lee in the building. What's good? Fabo in the building. What's good? The audio is low. Okay, let me see. Let me see what's going on. Hold on. Let me check some here. Let me see. Mic check. Is the audio better? Can y'all hear me better? That's better? Okay. Shout out to the brother Southpaw 773 TV in the building. What's good? My brother Steven in the building. What's happening? What's good? Okay, that's better already. BH in the building. What's good, man? Appreciate it. Walter Lee said juiced up won't help. Okay, okay. Marlon Primus in the building. What's good, man? I hope y'all enjoying y'all Friday. You know, I hope y'all week was productive, successful, prosperous. You know what I'm saying? All of the above. Shout out to the brother Eclectic Agitator in the super chat coming through and showing love. He said Rolly looked scared at the press conference. Hey man, you know, Rolly talk a whole lot of shit when he get in front of the cameras, when he get on Fight Hype, Fight Hub TV, anybody put a camera in his face, you know, but when Tank in front of him though, it's a different story. It's a different story. Joey Fox said, damn it, kicked me out. Said Rolly looked big. Yeah, he looked like a legitimate 147 pounder. Shout out to the brother Lord Sweat Real Chopper in the building. What's good? Appreciate y'all boys for coming through. Appreciate y'all boys for pulling up. But look, we gonna get knee deep into the Rolly and Tank situation. We gonna get knee deep in that. But I want to talk to y'all about. I want to see what y'all thoughts about this Devin Haney situation. You know, Devin Haney not having his full team traveling over there to Australia. I want to get y'all thoughts on that, man, and see, you know, what type of impact y'all think that's gonna have, you know, in regard to Devin Haney's performance. Do y'all think that significantly changes his chances of winning that fight, or does that change y'all outlook on the fight as a whole? I just want to get y'all quick thoughts on that, man, and chop it up with y'all. Just kind of get a vibe on what y'all on. Said fuck Tank if it go to a decision. I don't see that fight going 12. That fight definitely not going 12. Said thing Devin is mentally strong. Big facts. Big facts. Big facts, bro. I really believe Devin Haney just mentally different from a lot of these guys. Like I don't view Devin Haney as your typical 23-year-old fighter or 24-year-old fighter because he's shown that in the past throughout his career as far as what he's been saying and actually having his energy and actions match what he's been saying this whole time. I really just see him different. The fact that he already done took that flight over there, that let me know he on a different type of time. He on a different type of time. Shout out to my brother Kano Loco Sports in the building. What's good? Make sure y'all subscribe to Kano Loco Sports for sure. So everything Devin going to be even more focused. I believe so too, man. I believe so too. Shout out to the brother Kurt Douglas, 15 in the building. What's good, brother? Appreciate you for pulling up. Stanley E in the building. What's good? Makes for an amazing story. Facts. Facts. Definitely makes for an amazing story, man. I think this adds, like Kano Loco said, this adds more motivation for Devin Haney. It'll be one of those situations where you have a fighter who I believe is already the more skilled, more talented guy, but now you're adding extra fire, adding extra fuel to the fire. He's going in with a mentality like, damn, my back against the wall is me against the world. He already probably had that mentality after taking so many concessions and going to Australia, to uncharted territory, foreign grounds, and fighting a man for undisputed at his home, in front of his crowd, in front of his people, going somewhere where he never been before. So that already right there is going to give you a different type of boost of, motivation. But now, you could potentially not have your trainer, your father, a major part of your success, a major part of your team with you. For most fighters and most individuals, that would make them fold. That'll make them second guess themselves. That'll, create a lot of doubt in their mind and really damage their mental fortitude. But I don't really view Devin Haney as your average type of guy, just from what he's shown me in the past. A lot of these dudes wouldn't have took that contract versus Kambosos. This ain't really no money play. You can't say Devin Haney fighting Kambosos for money. You can't say Devin Haney chasing a bag trying to fight Kambosos. There's no money in fighting Kambosos. Who the fuck is He's nobody. If we being real, I'm not trying to disrespect George Kambosos. I ain't trying to, make it seem like his win over Teofimo Lopez is not credible. I'm not trying to discredit him as a champion. However, this dude ain't nobody that you chase for the bag. Devin Haney is wanting to fight Kambosos. He took this deal because he want to be great. Shout out to the brother Mike Biggs Boxing in the super chat, coming through and showing love. He said Dev finna cook Kambosos. Facts. Man, that's how I see it, bro. And I'm a continue to, I'm going to definitely break that fight down. We going to do a whole live stream on the Devin Haney and Kambosos fight. We're going to do a live in-depth analysis all the way, breaking that fight down and doing a prediction as well. So, of course, y'all know I'm leaning towards Devin Haney. I think he's going to win the fight, but I'm going to really break that shit down and tell y'all. Because I don't just be, y'all know I don't get on here and just talk shit and just say, oh, I think this fighter going to win. I think that, I tell y'all how I think a fighter is going to get the victory. I break that shit all the way down and let you know this is why I believe what I believe. Shout out to the brother Vigilante Cato in the building. What's good? Shout out to the Queen Neat J in the building. What's good? Said, well, Wale said, well. Looky. Happy Merlot Friday. It's been a minute. Big facts. Yeah, it's been a minute, but we in here, sipping on a little something cool. You know what I'm saying? Nice little mellow Friday. I had to get on here. Hey, my schedule been a little crazy lately, so I ain't been able to do the Merlot Friday show. That's why I've been going live on different days. But I got to tap in with y'all. That's going to happen for sure. I got to tap in with y'all. That's going to happen off tops. Shout out to the brother Corey Keelan in the building. What's good? Said Bill and Stevenson not being in his corner kind of making me second guess him winning. I'm hoping I'm wrong though. I can understand why somebody would think that. You know, if Devin Haney was somebody who, when I heard him speak, he sounded unsure of himself. If he was somebody that shied away from competition, if he was somebody that shied away from big challenges, I would have those same sentiments. But I've never seen Devin Haney move like that. You did. So this actually increases my confidence in Devin Haney. The fact that he already done took that flight over there, with all things considered, that let me know like this man, he really on some. He not doing this for money. Like if this was for money, I'd be like, okay, you know what? I don't know, because fighters will concede to a lot of unfair advantages to their opposition for money. Fighters will like highly inconvenience themselves because they chasing a bag. So, but this ain't that case though. Devin Haney ain't doing this shit for money. He doing this shit because he really believe he can win, and that's huge. That's huge. Shout out to the brother Jay in the building. What's good? What's good? What's happening? Shout out to my brother D Luckett in the super chat, coming through strong, showing love. He said, I have huge respect for Devin. His father plays a huge role in Devin's mentality. Devin just needs to box smart and show his superiority in the ring. I think if Devin is smart enough, he can set Kambosos up with something sneaky and stop him fireworks. I totally agree, bro. I totally agree. Because when you think about it like this, that's like very accurate and very insightful what you just said, D Lucky, because Devin Haney is one of those guys who really rely on his foundational boxing ability. We know his lack of power. We know, even though he got more knockouts than Kambosos, his knockout ratio is higher than Kambosos. Even though people overlook that fact, he don't rely on knockout power, right? He really relies on the fundamental skills, the jab, good foot movement, good body positioning and head movement and defense and ring IQ. He relies on those fundamental things. And I believe the same thing you believe, bro. All he got to do is just go out there and box. And I'm not ruling out him knocking out Kambosos, because Kambosos is a guy who likes to keep the fight at mid-range. And just like go back to the Teofimo Lopez fight, he liked to keep the fight at mid-range and be a boxer puncher, a counter puncher. He can be first when he wants to. He got speed and power, athleticism. He's very awkward, herky-jerky. But that's what he want to do, is keep the fight at mid-range in the middle of the ring. Now, if you tell me it's going to be a fight between George Kambosos and Devin Haney at mid-range in the middle of the ring boxing, I'm taking Devin Haney. Devin Haney going to make George Kambosos come forward. And me personally, I don't think George Kambosos is a very effective come forward, seek and destroy type of fighter. I don't. He wants to sit in the middle of the ring and use your aggressiveness to your disadvantage, just like how he did versus Lopez. That's what he want to do. And Devin Haney not going to give him that. Devin Haney ain't going to give him that. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney not going to give him that. Shout out to my brother Ricky Williams Boxing in the building. What's good, man? Y'all subscribe to Ricky Williams Boxing for sure. And shout out to the brother Braden White in the super chat, coming through and showing love. He said Dev equals blueprint. Said need to holler at his partner Crawford. Bud beginning to look real lame. Let's go dream. Come on, man. Come on, man. But no, I think, speaking of Terrence Crawford, though, I actually think that him spending time in camp with a guy like Terrence Crawford is another reason why his mentality is going to be even stronger going into this fight. Because y'all know I'm a huge advocate of pedigree. I'm a huge advocate of guys surrounding themselves with greatness. I'm a huge advocate of fighters, sparring with other great fighters, or young fighters getting tutelage and get game from proven champions and veterans in the sport. So I think that time that he spent with Terrence Crawford, I don't know the conversations that they had, but I'm pretty sure that something about Terrence Crawford rubbed off on Devin Haney, because Devin Haney is that type of guy. He's the type of guy that's gonna soak up knowledge. He the type of guy that's gonna listen and try to pick something out of, from the information that he's getting from somebody who's giving him some game. So I can definitely see him, taking some of those tools and tricks from Terrence Crawford and using that in this Kambosos fight. Yolando Coleman in the building. Salute, what's good? Stanley E, what's happening? Said make him frustrated. Yeah, Dev gonna make him frustrated. Yeah, I can see Kambosos getting frustrated in that fight for sure. I can definitely see him getting frustrated in that fight. And then, just like D-Luck has said, that's when that opportunity for him to get a stoppage will come into play. Because when you got a guy who is not used to being a seek and destroy fighter, now he knows that he can't hit you at his range. He can't dominate you at his range that he likes to fight at. So now he's taking unnecessary chances, trying to come forward and doing shit out of his character. And Devin Haney being a very good counterpuncher, I think he's going to find a lot of openings and be able to take advantage. And I don't give a fuck how soft his hands is, how much a lack of a power he have. You hit a motherfucker at the right time with the right shot, they ass going down. I done seen Devin Haney knock motherfuckers out before, and Kambosos ain't no damn different. Shout out to the brother Ricky Williams Boxing in that super chat coming through and showing love. He said Kambosos the good man. He said Kambosos is the goods. I guess is what you're saying. Devin is going to have to box this guy. If Devin can slow Kambosos down on the tie on the first half of the fight, DH can catch him late. I feel that. I think, look, I don't think Kambosos is a terrible fighter. I think he's a skilled fighter. I respect Kambosos as a fighter. Yeah, he been on some fuck shit, and I'm not going to let that cloud my judgment of his boxing skills. I think Kambosos is a good fighter. However, I don't think he is what he believes he is. That's what it is for me. I don't think Kambosos is what Kambosos believes he is. This emperor shit, this I love the confidence, because you gotta have that as a fighter. But this idea of him being some world beater or some emperor just because he scraped by a victory versus Teofimo Lopez, no, I don't believe that. He's a good fighter, but I seen him get outboxed by Mickey Bay. I seen that. Motherfuckers not gonna make me forget that he got outboxed by old ass Mickey Bay. You're not gonna make me forget that. You know what I'm saying? He got outboxed by Mickey Bay, bro. And Devin Haney is a better fighter than Mickey Bay, just being real. You dig what I'm saying? So, but, triangle theory, work in boxing. But I like that style matchup for Devin Haney. When George Kambosos was forced to go forward and chase Mickey Bay around the ring and try to cut the ring off, he wasn't as successful. He wasn't very successful. You know what I'm saying? I thought that fight should have went Mickey Bay's way. Shout out to the brother Wole for Toonby in the building. What's good? What's good? Said if Tank don't get a knockout, he will lose no matter what. Rolly and Floyd been paying judges. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let me ask y'all this. Before we get into Rolly Romero's chances of winning that fight versus Tank, do y'all believe that Tank got to get a knockout to win? Do y'all think it's some bullshit going on behind the scenes with him, potentially leaving Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby, them maybe trying to rob him on the cards and elevate Rolly as their cash cow because they already believe that Tank is going to leave? Do y'all think that's really the case? Is that? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's definitely best for him to get a KO. And trust me, I don't think this shit going 12. Whether Rolly win or Tank win, I don't think it's going 12. But I agree. The KO leaves no doubt. So I don't think so. The talent gap will be apparent. The issue is Rolly counting on one shot, not going to do it, Bucko. Big facts. Big facts. Big facts. Pitbull fight set this whole Tank situation up. Man, look, I don't think that I don't want to believe. Let me say this. I'm not putting it past them, but I don't want to believe that the fix is in like that. You know what I'm saying? That even if there is a possibility that Tank moves on from the money team, Mayweather Promotions, I would like to think that the relationship that they had up until this point was at least genuine enough to where they wouldn't pull no fuck shit on Tank Davis like that. You know, I would like to think that. I know boxing ain't the most upstanding sport. You know, it ain't a lot of integrity in this shit. I totally understand that. But I would like to think that that wouldn't be the case. But it is in Tank Davis's best interest to get a knockout. It is in his best interest. How does Rolly win this fight? Does Rolly Romero only have a puncher's chance? Or can Rolly Romero legitimately win on the cards if it does go 12? I mean, shit, when I watch Rolly train and shit, he be looking like a motherfucker that was slow. He was riding on the short bus. And I'm not even being funny. Y'all seen the comment I made on that one video with Romero? I told y'all it seemed like Rolly Romero was like one of them Make-A-Wish kids. You know what I'm saying? And somebody done scooped him up, said, look, oh, he want to be a boxer. We gonna let him live out his dream as a boxer. And then he just started really winning fights and shit. So they like, okay, fuck it. We gonna keep riding this train until, you know what I'm saying? I really think something wrong with that man. You know, I think something wrong with him. When he be training and shit, I really can't take him serious. I mean, the sounds that he be making, the little herky jerky movements and shit, I don't know if they trolling or what. I don't know if they trolling. Like, it's really hard for me to take Rolly serious. Now, I do know he got real power. That's true. That's a fact. And he has beat professional fighters. We know that Marina's fight, we know, that was low key. That's low key a stain on his resume. Because I don't think he necessarily won that fight. But it's hard for me to take Rolly Romero serious, man. You know, he got power, so you got to take him serious in that regard. He got power. But the boxing skills, I'm like, how this man ain't got knocked out yet? You know, but shit, when you awkward like that, it's hard for guys to get a bead on you because you're not like a traditional boxer. You're not something that fighters generally train for, that type of style. Salute to the brother D Lucky back in that super chat, coming through and showing love. He said, I think Rolly will try to rough Tank up with his physicality. He is a strong kid. I just don't want Tank to overlook Rolly. I agree with you, bro. That's one thing that Tank can't do going into this fight. And I don't think, remember I told y'all that Tank Davis, in my opinion, over the last couple of years has been more focused than I've ever seen him. Been more in shape, more active in and out the ring. I've just been seeing a different level of maturity and growth in Tank Davis over the last few years. So I don't think he'll overlook Rolly, but he cannot afford to do that because Rolly is a guy that has power to put your ass down. He's probably one of the most physically strong guys in that division, one of the bigger 135 pounders, and he packs a punch. You know, so if he can get something, like land something accurate and solid on Tank, something that Tank don't see, it could be good night. You know, I think Tank Davis has some of the best defense at the lightweight division. And, I think Tank Davis's defense head movement is extremely underrated, and his ring IQ. So I think Tank Davis, and he got a great coach, you know what I'm saying? Got great pedigree, come up behind, great fighters. So I think he'll be ready for everything that Rolly Romero brings to the table. However, it's still boxing. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cincinnati Slim in the building. What's good? Shout out to the brother Leonis Wolf in the building. What's happening? Peanut King in the building. What's good? Appreciate y'all boys for coming through. Let me see what y'all talking about. Said Rolly could put on 50 pounds of muscle. Rolly could put on 50 pounds of muscle and take steroids and still won't be stronger than Tank. Probably ain't sparring middleweights and heavyweights. Okay. Floor was great, no doubt, but he's a bit of a hater with somewhat of a fragile ego. You ain't told no lies there. Shout out to the brother True Religion T in the building. What's good? Said retard strength. Hey, for real. Like, Rolly Romero, it's something off about him. I really can't put my finger on it. It's something off about him. You know, I think the confidence is real, but I got to, like, how much of that confidence is delusion, though? Because think about Blair Cobbs. Blair Cobbs was an extremely confident guy. But how much of that confidence was actual confidence or delusion? How much of that confidence that Blair Cobbs had was real confidence in his skills and ability or delusion? Because I'm seeing the same type of energy with Rolly Romero. Now, Rolly Romero might actually turn out to be everything he's saying he is. Said, what's good, contender? Yeah, he off. He said, yeah, he off, all right. Said, sweet as bird meat. Salute to the brother Youngest Wolf in that super chat coming through and showing love. I appreciate it, my brother. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. Shout out to the brother Jason Hill in the building. What's good? Rolly straight garbage. He won't even set up shots. Rolly is overconfident if you ask me. And that's what I'm saying. Like, is it overconfidence or is it delusion? But maybe both things can be true at the same time. Shout out to the brother South Phoenix Rising in the building. What's good? It's that fake confidence. When Tank in front of him, he act real funny style. Okay. You know what? When you put it like that, I can see that. I can see that. But damn, to do all that putting on in front of the camera though, and then knowing that you really not like that, but then you get in the actual fight and you lay an egg, that would be devastating. Like mentally, that'd be devastating. For you to do all that talking in front and wilding, and you really know you're not like that. You don't really believe the shit that you saying, and then you get in the ring and you get flat wig, and you out there looking crazy, and now you gotta, you know, have y'all seen a Blair Cobbs interview since he got knocked out? I haven't seen one. So motherfuckers gonna be ducking interviews. Motherfuckers gonna be ducking that camera. That's devastating, bro. If he really don't believe the shit that he's saying, bro, you gotta be different in the head, man, to be talking like that, and you really don't believe that, knowing that you gotta face the music after the fact. I still haven't seen a Blair Cobbs interview since he got knocked out. Shout out to the brother Brian Brooks in the building. Said, what's up from Addison? Hey, man, salute to Addison, man. Right around the corner. James Jones in the building. Hey, sweet James Jones, what's good? Said Tank is going to get real street on Rolly, get in his head, and then box his ears off. I can see that. Let me tell y'all what I think gonna happen, man. Shout out to the brother, that guy George in the building. Man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up on me, man. Captain in the building, what's good? Man, maybe Rolly knows something we don't know. That's what I'm thinking. It gotta be what it is. That's the only logical thing. Maybe he knows something that we aren't necessarily aware of. You know, because every time I watch a Rolly Romero interview and then I turn around and watch him train and I look at his, now I know every fighter ain't the same. I know some guys are more fundamental or more textbook than other guys. You have some guys who have insane athleticism and different types of abilities, and and they're awkward and they're able to use that awkwardness to their advantage. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's different. I'm not expecting him to look like your average guy. You dig what I'm saying? But just some look off. And I don't know if it's real confidence or if it's delusion. But I'm gonna tell you like this. And I am 100%. I know I asked y'all what's Rolly chances of winning. So I want to talk a little bit more about that. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I really think gonna happen. And I haven't been more confident in a prediction in my life. Said my question is, can Tank win on the cards? Will TMT pull an Aram when he ride Pac-Man? That's possible. That's possible. But I'm going to tell you like this. I don't think it's even going to get that far. This fight is not going 12 rounds. I haven't been more confident in a prediction ever. This fight not going 12 rounds. Rolly Romero he's gonna fight Tank like he fight everybody else. If you've seen the Anthony Yiggett performance by Rolly Romero and any other performance, and just watch him train, he sticks both feet in the ground and he throws every punch like he's at bat swinging, like he's trying to hit a home run. He throws every punch like, if I don't knock this motherfucker out with this punch right here, my whole family gonna die. Like everybody in his family's life depends on this one punch. That's how he throws every single shot. This fight might not even go 4. It might not even go 3. I'll be surprised if it go 2 rounds. Now, this all depends on the type of chin that Rolly Romero has, because he gonna get hit. And he gonna get hit clean. And he gonna get hit with a hard, accurate, clean shot. A very powerful shot, too. Rolly Romero is gonna miss badly trying to hit Tank Davis with some crazy, because I don't think he's going into this fight with a cerebral approach. I don't think he's approaching this fight like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get him here and get him here. I'm going to put this angle on him. I'm going to use this shot when he's in this position. I don't think Rolly is approaching the fight like that. Rolly is simply going into this fight saying, I'm going to knock this dude out. I'm going to load up on a shot and just put his lights out. I think Rolly believes it's going to be that easy. He believes it's that simple. And that's what's going to get him fucked up. He going to throw one of them left hooks and miss badly. He going to be goddamn. he going to throw a hook and be goddamn falling and shit. Going to throw an overhand right and be motherfucking leaning over and shit. And Tank Davis gonna be. Y'all remember when Andre Berto, he did that interview with Fight Hype, I believe, and he was explaining how it is fighting Floyd, and he was like, Floyd just be looking like you can see him looking at you. I think it's gonna be one of those situations where Rolly gonna miss so bad. And he gonna see, before Tank hit his ass, he gonna see Tank looking at him in his eyes like, yeah, you done fucked up. Out of position. Caught with your pants down. Fucked up. That's the type of position that you gonna see Rolly in. He gonna be off balance, leaning out there, missing badly, and Tank gonna hit him with something nasty. I'm talking about nasty. It's gonna be bad. I haven't been more confident in a prediction in a fight ever. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Shout out to the brother Hart of Broward County. Said Rolly stiffens up when he gets hit in the face. He stops and just looks for a moment, tanking the first 3 rounds or less. Man, I could definitely see that, bro. I can definitely see that. It's going to be just like how Andre Berto explained or described how it is fighting Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Like he watching you miss the punches and he just looking. Rolly Romero going to be looking Tank dead in his face after he done missed a wild ass shot, and he going to think to himself, damn, I fucked up. And it's going to be lights out. It's going to be all over with. It's going to be all over with. Said Santa Cruz style. Facts. Had that boy Leo Santa Cruz laying on the ground dreaming, smiling and shit. I was wondering what Santa Cruz was dreaming about. You know what I'm saying? He must have seen some thick walk across his face in his dream. That boy was smirking. I'm like, oh, look at Leo Santa Cruz, man. What he over there thinking about, man? That boy was laid out, snickering and shit. Like, how you snickering in your sleep, man? That boy was asleep. That's the same thing that's going to happen to Rolly Romero. Now, can y'all really see? We all have established that we think Rolly Romero only has a puncher's chance. But can y'all actually see him knocking Tank out? Can y'all actually see that happening? Said Santa Cruz was in a coma. Yeah, man, he was fucked up. He was fucked up, man. That was one of the most like definitive or devastating knockouts that I've seen since the one Manuel put Manny Pacquiao ass to sleep. Said Rolly thinks of Tank how we would think of Rolly. That exactly. Said how we would think of Rolly. That's why he's so confident. He dead ass think he gonna KO Tank. Yeah, bro. That type of confidence, it can work for you and it can work against you. Because, you know, at some point, you start getting into the delusional levels. You know, it's confidence, and it's confidence to the highest level that you can have. But when you start going past that the highest level of confidence, you start getting into the delusional levels. You know what I'm saying? When you start getting into them delusional levels. Said, hey, it's possible Tank got hurt by Barrios. Okay. And look, I still don't believe Tank was necessarily hurt by Barrios. I guess I look at hurt and a guy not necessarily reacting to a punch. Well, I mean, he reacted to it great. He had a great poker face. But I guess a guy feeling a shot and being hurt, to me, is two different things. I think Tank, I know what shot you talking about when Tank was on the ropes, and I think Mario hit Tank with, like, I don't know, was it a left hook or overhand right? And you could tell Tank felt that shit. I don't think he was hurt, though. Because, bruh, you know what I'm saying? He started, like, you know, he got into, like, a little groove immediately after that punch and smiling at him like, yeah. I don't think he was hurt. You know. But that don't mean Tank can't be hurt. He can definitely be hurt. You know, but I think for me, I really feel like I can tell the difference between a shot that a guy like feels that he didn't necessarily appreciate, as opposed to a guy just like being hurt where he's in danger. When I think of a guy being hurt, I think of a motherfucker like he in trouble. Now you might can recover fast, but when you hurt, at least for that particular moment in time, you in danger. You know what I'm saying? You in danger. There we go, BH. That's my sentiments exactly. Hurt versus you got my attention is two different things. That's two different things. You can tell when a motherfucker get hit with a shot where it got their attention. But then you can also tell when a motherfucker in trouble. Said Barrios can crack though. He hurt Thurman multiple times. I definitely believe that Mario Barrios got power. And I believe, man, I gotta go back and watch the Thurman fight again. The Thurman and Barrios fight. He hurt Thurman to the body, didn't he? I remember, if I remember right, he hurt Thurman to the body. Said I think Tank want to punish Rolly. It's gonna be hard for Tank to punish Rolly because I think he's gonna have so many clean shots. He gonna have so many clean shots on Rolly Romero that I don't think he gonna get a chance to put on. If he wanna do what Earl Spence do, put on an accumulation of ass whooping, I don't think he gonna be able to do that with Rolly Romero. Because it's gonna be so many wide open, clean shots that you can have. He gonna be licking his chops. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be Birdman hand rub. Like, ooh, ooh. Like if as many rounds as the shit go on, he gonna be seeing opportunities. Like, ooh, oh, when he do this, I know I got it. All I gotta do is step back, pow, pow. One shot. The uppercut gonna be in heavy effect in this fight. I know Tank would probably want to punish Rolly, but I think the best he gonna be able to do is just knock him out with one shot. Because I don't think he gonna last long enough to really put no punishment on him. Yes, sir. Had him running around the ring. Yeah, I remember that. I remember. Yeah, he hurt Thurman to the body for sure. Yeah, Barrios got power, man. Barrios can punch. He can punch. He definitely got power. That's why when Tank went up and took that fight, I wasn't unsure about Tank's ability to win that fight, but it was interesting though because I thought it was an unnecessary risk. I didn't think that there was no real benefit for Tank going up to fight Barrios for a title that wasn't necessarily viewed as a real world championship title. We know that Josh Taylor was undisputed, right? So why go up and fight Barrios at 140? He's not a champion. Why you going up there and taking that risk versus a way bigger guy who's undefeated and can fucking punch? So when that fight got made, I was like, I don't know, because this dude can hit. And it's a division that you never fought in before. So that's when I always had those thoughts about Barrios. Like, man, this dude got real power. And he's not a bad boxer either, but he just been in a couple of fights versus some guys that they not regular guys. Gervonta Tank Davis ain't no regular motherfucker. So I don't give a damn what division they fighting in or how much of a size advantage he got. You can't just expect, like, you gotta expect Barrios to be the underdog fighting Tank. I mean, Tank is different. Same thing with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, as much as we talk shit about Keith Thurman, he just not no regular motherfucker. So you put Barrios up there with him at 47 versus a true welterweight. I mean, you got to know he gonna probably get his ass whooped. Said Mayweather said Mayweather said that. Said Mayweather said Rolly got retarded strength and Tank should be careful. Mayweather really said that, bro. Man, bro, I gotta find that interview, bro. Mayweather said that. Bon Kui in the building, salute. What's good? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for coming through. Said it takes more than punching power to knock someone out. Yeah, you gotta have. But I mean, shit, punching power is made up of multiple things. Like, you gotta have good leverage on the shot. You gotta have good technique. You gotta have good punch placement. Now, some guys have devastating power to the point where it's like, shit, they can hit your ass through the guard and you gonna feel that shit. Triple G had that type of power. Shit. Julian, the Hawk. The Hawk had that power. You know what I'm saying? You know, certain motherfuckers got that type of power. You know, but for the most part, you got it's multiple things that make up good punching power. You right. You know what I'm saying? You know, your punch selection gotta be on point for you to like really be a true knockout artist. You gotta have a great punch selection. You know, said Rolly Romero hits hard with a lot of range. He's awkward and he's in darn good shape. He has a very good chance. Okay, okay. Shout out to Pink Fury Goddess in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Okay, you know, um, you know what? Rolly Romero being in great shape is definitely gonna be a benefit to him. Him being the bigger guy naturally is gonna be a benefit to him. Him being physically strong is gonna be a benefit to him. But all of those things would only play a factor if he can go rounds with Tank, which I don't think he can do. You know what I'm saying? All those things would only play a huge factor if he can go rounds with Tank. You know, or if he can catch Tank with some wild shit that he don't see. Hey, shout out to my brother Southpaw 773 TV. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Southpaw 773 TV if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? Really good boxing channel, man. Great content. Said I'll fight Canelo. He said I'll fight any Canelo fan right now. Oh, hey, my boy really be in that gym too, man. Say y'all Canelo fans. You know all these toxic Canelo fans out there. Hey, man, go see my boy Southpaw. You know what I'm saying? He say he got that smoke for y'all. You feel me? Any Canelo fan, he say he want that smoke with you. Shout out to my brother D Luckett in the super chat coming through and showing love. He said Devil's Advocate, what if Rolly wins? Great question. Great question. What if Rolly Romero pulls this shit off? What if? That's a great question. That's a great question. I think it depends on number one, if he wins in any shape, form, or fashion, it's gonna be a huge accomplishment for him. It's gonna instantly elevate his status in the sport of boxing. But if he knocks out Tank or if he beats him in dominant fashion, does he instantly get on your pound for pound list? You know what I'm saying? Does that make him the best fighter at 135? You know, it legitimizes all of the bravado and confidence that he displays when he gets in interviews. Mark D said that'll be incredible. 100% agree. And I would tip my hat to him, man. I would give him, you know, all the credit in the world if he can beat a guy like Tank Davis, because Tank Davis is a fighter that I rate very highly. I think Tank Davis could potentially be the number one pound for pound fighter in the sport of boxing. That's how good I think Tank Davis is. He already got all of the skills, the ability, the attributes, the special effects, the team. He's just missing the resume. He's just missing those marquee fights, those legacy fights, those legacy victories on his resume. So with Tank Davis being a guy that I rate extremely high when it comes to skill and ability and just potential and just everything that I would like to see in a fighter, I believe Tank Davis has. If Rolly Romero can beat a guy like that, it's huge. It's huge. You know? It's huge. Shout out to the brother A Sing in the super chat coming through and showing love. He said, what do you think about a fight between Boots and Thurman next? And how do you have that fight going? I think that's a great fight. That's a fight that in a perfect world I would have happen next. Because we know Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, they gotta handle, you know, the most important business in the sport of boxing, the granddaddy of them all, undisputed at 147. The winner of that fight is pound for pound number one. You feel me? Ain't no fight more important than that fight in this sport. So with that taking place here soon, for Boots, I think the Keith Thurman fight is the next best thing for him. Keith Thurman coming off a win versus Barrios. He got his quote-unquote get-back fight. So, we ain't got to hear shit about Keith Thurman talking about, oh, I need to tune up, or I need a get-back fight. You got that. Keith Thurman is a proven guy in the welterweight division. It's a fight that would legitimize Jerron Boots Ennis. It's a fight that'll put Ennis exactly where he's trying to be, get him the respect that he feels he deserves in the sport of boxing. I don't think Keith Thurman would take that fight, but if he did, I got Boots Ennis winning that fight. I think he stops Keith Thurman. I think Keith Thurman gives him some trouble early in the fight. Maybe in the first 3 rounds, he do some crafty veteran shit that kind of, some shit that Boots ain't really seen yet. But I think ultimately that might be the first fight where Boots go past 6. I think he might stop Keith Thurman in 8 or 9 to the body. I think he stopped Keith Thurman to the body. But I'll tell you one thing, but look, I have a video, and shout out to my brother from No Excuses, Ish Levels Boxing. Shout out to my brother D. He's been asking me to put this video out for a minute, and I got this video coming on Conor Benn. We talking about Keith Thurman and Jerron Ennis. Yeah, I want that fight. I think that's a great fight. But I'll tell you one thing. Why come we can't get Jerron Boots Ennis versus Conor Benn? I'll tell you why. Because Conor Benn only want to fight motherfuckers that's wounded. Conor Benn only want to fight wounded animals. He only want to fight guys that done took L's before, or they getting up in age, or they done show some type of weakness or slowing down. Why the hell Conor Benn ain't asking for Jerron Ennis? I think Imante Stanionis will get in there with Boots before Conor Benn will. How come we can't get a fight like that? I think Conor Benn versus Jerron Boots Ennis will be a better fight than Keith Thurman and Jerron Boots Ennis. I think that's a better fight. You know what I'm saying? But I got a video coming on that. Yeah. I got to get on that man neck. Big facts. And I fuck with Conor Benn as far as his skills and his excitement in the ring. I like watching Conor Benn fight. I think he's explosive. I think he's ferocious in the ring. I think he got good power, got a good attitude on him in the ring. I like the way he fight. But this dude calling out AB, Mikey Garcia, he just called out Keith Thurman, I believe. He don't want to fight. He don't want to fight Virgil Ortiz. Conor Benn don't want to fight Imante Stanionis. He don't want to fight Jerron Boots Ennis. What's up with that? That's a great fight, BH. That's a great fight, bruh. That's a hell of a fight. Both guys bringing firepower. That's a great fight, man. I would love to see Jerron Boots Ennis versus Conor Benn. But Conor Benn, the way he been moving, and look, you got to give him a little, I'm not going to give him a whole lot of grace, but I'm going to give him a little, respect for being open and honest with it. He said, he came out and said, him and his team, they said, look, we don't want to fight no smoke right now. We don't want to fight none of the up and coming top guys. We want to fight old motherfuckers and just build up our record. That's basically what they said. So on one hand, you got to respect the honesty, but I still can't, I'm not really feeling that as a boxing fan. I ain't feeling that. Yeah, he might fuck around and fight Blair Cobbs. I'm not feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Conor Benn only calls out guys that's been wounded. And you got Virgil Ortiz. Imagine a Virgil Ortiz versus Conor Benn fight. You know, none of these young guys seem like they want to get in the ring with Boots, but I believe Stanionis to get in there with Boots, and I think we might see that fight next. If Keith Thurman, which I don't believe, is going to accept that fight with Boots, I think we'll see Jerron Boots Ennis versus Imantas Stanionis while Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford handle their business. What y'all think about a Boots and Stanionis fight? I think that's a good fight. You know, I think that's an entertaining fight. Salute to Mark D said, "What's up with AB?" Man, shit, AB, I don't know. He been training. He been talking about he coming back. But you know, man, I follow AB on Instagram, and hey, bruh, by his post, I really can't tell what's going on with AB. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what's going on with AB. You know, one day he in the gym, and then the next day he posting memes and doing goofy shit on social media. So I don't know. Nick J said, I can't be mad at him for being honest. Facts. I gotta give him love for the honesty, but I ain't feeling that shit. Said, hell, what's his record? He's still in the building phase. Yeah, he's still in the building phase, but he the same age, and he at the same point in his career that Jerron Boots innocent. How come Boots want to fight the best right now? How come Virgil Ortiz testing himself? You know what I'm saying? Virgil Ortiz and them, Conor Ben ain't fought nobody like Mo Hooker. He ain't fought nobody like Maurice Hooker. He ain't fought nobody like Mean Machine. How come he can't get in there with at least somebody like that? He don't even call these dudes names. I ain't feeling that. He in the building stages, but the way you talking, you can't be on social media and having this type energy like you just a killer, but then you don't want no smoke with the real killers. I don't like that. I ain't feeling that. Let me see. Said a beat about the fight with Omar Figueroa. I think Omar Figueroa is a good step up fight for any of these guys. Like, you know, just a good name on their record. Said we gotta stop protecting these professionals. Facts. He said it's already the best. He said Boost is already the best in my humble opinion. Shout out to Charlie Torres in the building. What's good? Hey, you know what? I believe that too. Just off of the eye test, but I still gotta see it though. Cause I'm a huge fan of Virgil Ortiz. I think Virgil Ortiz is an incredible fighter. I think him versus Boots Ennis is pure fireworks. I think Conor Ben versus Ortiz, incredible fight. Fireworks. I know it's a business, it's boxing, and you know it takes time. Look at the time it took for us to get Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. However, I think the landscape of boxing is shaping up to be a little different now. These fights, all these unifications that we've been getting, all these undisputed fights that we've been getting over the last couple of years, I think it's a reason for that, and it's setting the stage, and these guys are leading by example to let these younger fighters know that, look, you can fight the best right now. It's gonna be in your benefit for you to fight the best right now. Because you can still come back and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You can still come back and be on top and do your thing. You feel me? Now look, they don't have to fight tomorrow, but all I'm saying is just let me get that energy. Can I hear Conor Ben say Boots' name? Can I hear Virgil Ortiz talk about Boots? Or can I hear Boots aggressively go after Conor Ben? Just let me know that you got these guys on your radar. That's all I ask. Just let me know that you willing to fight these motherfuckers. That's all I want to know. So we can start building the fights up, you know, and get y'all on a collision course. I just want to know that you willing to get out there. Cause that shit that I seen with Jerron Anderson, Custio Clay, I don't want to see that no more. I'm tired of. I don't want to see motherfuckers getting in there and they don't want to let their hands go. You know, they feel that jab. They feel that jab getting close to their eyes and shit. Going by their head. They feel that shit and they don't want to let their hands go because they know some bad gonna happen. I don't want to see that no more. I want to see somebody in there that believe they can win too. And if these young dudes talking like they killers, well then get in there and show me. That I want to see it. Shout out to the brother Eric C in the super chat coming through and showing love. He said thoughts on Garcia versus Isaac. I personally hope Isak. Can't fuck with my boy Isak name. Garcia and Isak said, I personally hope Isak knocks him out. Tired of Garcia asking for all the smoke and still no fight. Big facts, bro. Big facts. Look, I'm leaning to, I'm not going to do a prediction right now. I hope the fight actually gets made. The way Ryan Garcia moving, I don't put no confidence or faith in him. The way Ryan Garcia move, I don't believe that he'll ever fight a guy like Isak Cruz. But let's say the fight did happen. I'm leaning towards Isak Cruz. And I think Ryan Garcia know that Isak Cruz gonna really bring that smoke to him. I think he came out and ran off at the mouth hoping that Cruz and his team wasn't gonna be down to accept the fight. But when they started showing interest, shit changing now. Now, Golden Boy and Garcia, they changing their tune. And then also, Oscar De La Hoya seen what just happened to Canelo. You seen he done got on Eddie Hearn ass talking about, man, why you put Canelo in there with Bivol? Man, that was a bad matchup. Man, you done got your cash cow beat and all this shit. Now he seeing how he like, nah, I'm not finna put Ryan Garcia in there with Isak Cruz because that's a bad matchup. Isak Cruz really like that. Isak Cruz really like that. He really gonna get out there and get on your ass. And they know that. Ryan Garcia can't go in there with that pretty boy shit, with that Instagram celebrity shit, thinking it's gonna work versus a real fighter like Isak Cruz. No, he gonna get on your ass. And you gonna have to show us all them little moves you be doing on Instagram, hitting on the mitts and punching on celebrities and shit like that. No, you're going to have to really show us that you really who you say you are if you get to know with somebody like Isak Cruz or Tank Davis, somebody that's really going to bring that smoke. Said Ryan making millions without fighting. Well, shit, he better keep doing that because he damn sure ain't getting no money fighting. Because he ain't fighting. He ain't fighting nobody. So he better keep banking on that damn Instagram. He better post every day. He better keep doing Maybelline commercials and ads on Instagram, advertising makeup and thongs and all type of shit like that. Because he damn sure ain't getting no money in the boxing ring. I'll tell you that. He said Tank Davis, a.k.a. New Vegeta. Yeah, man. Cruz gonna bring that smoke. Said that's what shout out to Sandra Morgan in the building. What's good? Said that's what I was saying about Rolly showing all these videos. It's different when somebody hitting you back. Facts. It's different when you in there with somebody that's gonna fight back. It's totally different. This ain't no exhibition. This ain't no sparring match. We ain't in there playing you under the lights with another guy that perceived himself as a killer. And that's actually willing to go out there and put it all on the line. Shout out to G Hackett. Saw him on YSM Sports Media where he said, man, Earl Spence know the secret that a lot of people don't know. A lot of these dudes don't want to fight. And that's the truth. A lot of these guys, they don't really want to fight. They want this shit to come easy. They don't really want to get in no war. They don't really want to get in there with somebody who gonna push them to that next level. That's gonna bring, if they do got dog in him, that's gonna bring it out of them. They don't really want that. They want some easy shit. Said avoided Fortuna. Also, yeah, he ducked Devin Haney. He ducked Fortuna. Uh, he ducked Jorge Linares. He ducked Isaac Cruz. He made up a fake poster talking about he fighting Manny Pacquiao. Man, Ryan Garcia done pulled out of so many fights, it don't make no sense. Ryan Garcia done pulled out so many fights, it don't make no sense. Said Rolly fighting dirty and out muscle Tank. Yeah, he gonna have to do something like that. He gonna now, if he had the athleticism, if Rolly Romero had, and when I say athleticism, up top, Romero athletic. Like from the waist up, he athletic. You know, how he can plant his feet in the ground and get torque, you know, swing his hips and get a lot of torque on those shots. You know what I'm saying? He athletic from the waist up, but from down low, he don't move like that. If he had that ability to like move and cover ground and get in Gervonta Tank Davis' chest and grab on him and make the fight muddy and dirty, be able to impose his physical gifts on Tank Davis, kind of tire him out, you know, punch on him in a clinch, just make it a dirty fight. If he had those abilities, then I would be looking at this fight differently, but he don't got that. Like the brother, the Sky Limit KT just said, he clumsy. Rolly clumsy. You know what I'm saying? Rolly like to sit down on his shots, throw big shots, hit or miss. When he miss, he damn near falling down and shit. You know, but you know, if he did have that ability like a Sean Porter or like Brian Castano, you know, somebody like that who could travel, you know, who can move from one end of the ring to the next end and, you know, like that, cover ground and get in your and crash the pocket, get in your face, make you uncomfortable. If he had those abilities, then it would be another story. But I haven't seen Rolly Romero be able to do that. Said Rolly beats everybody on Tank resume. Cap. That's cap. That's cap. Rolly Romero don't beat Barrios. I think Barrios knocks Rolly Romero the fuck out. I think Barrios knocks Rolly out. And then Rolly possibly, he might lose to Santa Cruz too. I ain't gonna lie to you. He might lose to Santa Cruz. But I think for sure he loses to Barrios. He loses to Barrios for sure. But again, we gonna see. We gonna see when the fight happens. If Rolly can pull this win out, if he can show me something that I don't know, you know what I'm saying? If he showed me something that I wasn't paying attention to, maybe I'm asleep. I'm hoping that he can show me something different. But I don't think this fight lasts 5 rounds. This fight not going 5. Oh yeah, Cruz. He ain't beating Isaac Cruz neither. Big facts. I'm taking Isaac Cruz over Rolly Romero. Isaac Cruz got a chin on him and he got activity. He got foot movement. He got, you know, effective aggression. Good. He got good pressure. I'm picking Isaac Cruz over Rolly Romero. Big facts. That's easy. Salute to the brother Eric C. back in that super chat, coming through and showing love. He said, is there anything you like from Rolly's style? Yes. I like his style is exciting. I mean, as simple as that. Entertainment. Rolly Romero's fighting style is pure entertainment. It's exciting. Every punch he throws is with bad intentions. He sticks his feet in the ground and he loads up on every shot. Every shot is meant to knock you out. That's what I like about Rolly Romero's style. Other than that, to be honest with you, it ain't much to like about it. It ain't much to like about it. It's just pure entertainment. I've never seen Rolly, I never seen him use the jab and box off the back foot. I never seen him use angles or circle or do pull counters or I've never seen him, use a 1-2 consistently and effectively. I never seen Rolly Romero like walk somebody down aggressively and like cut the ring off and shit. I never really seen that. Said I saw Canelo fight live twice. He's very good. Rolly is a glorified street fighter. Yeah, that's how I look at Rolly. He's like an exceptional street fighter. If you put him in the streets, he gonna get some highlight reel KOs. It's gonna be pure entertainment. Shout out to the brother Jay Harris who real in the building. Said we ain't talking about Canelo. Facts. But yeah, Rolly Romero, I say as far as his style, I mean, what do y'all like about his style? What do y'all see in Rolly Romero's style? Do y'all see anything? Let me know if I'm missing something. The only thing that I see from Rolly Romero's style that I like is just the entertainment factor. That's it. That's it. I mean, I don't really see nothing else other than the fact that he throw big shots. Said just power versus power and quickness. Rolly is a good puncher and he's awkward, but he's too open for Tank in my opinion. Fact, Armando Ramirez, that's facts, bro. You know, he's a really good puncher. That's what I like about him. I think that's his calling card. That's his only chance at beating Tank. He gonna have to line Tank up for something spectacular. Said nothing technical or fundamental about Rolly style. Same. That's what I feel, bro. Said Rolly too stupid to believe he will lose. Yeah, that's that delusion. Said Rolly needs. He said Rolly need headbutts and low. Rolly need headbutts and low blows. He gonna need more than that. He gonna need that for sure. But he gonna have to bring a weapon in there with Tank. He gonna need a weapon. You know what I'm saying? he gonna need to put some dust or something on his gloves. So at the first, when the bell first ring and they get to the center of the ring, he can throw that shit in Tank's eyes and just start going ham on him. He gonna need some type of tactics. See, Rolly Forrest Gump in the ring. Hey, yeah, that y'all seeing it the same way I see it, bro. It's like, you know, he's a fun guy to watch. I'll say that. Say how tall is Rolly? I think he like 5'8". I think he's a legitimate 5'8". You know, he got like a welterweight type of frame on him. At the very least 140. I think he comfortably fights at 140, and he'll be one of the bigger fighters at 140. But I think he has a welterweight type of frame on him. You know, I think he easily walks around. You know, if he doesn't allow himself to get out of crazy shape, get out of shape. Get way up there in weight, I think he'll comfortably walk around like 155, 160. Shout out to the brother Jay Harris, too real, in the super chat, coming through and showing love. He said Tank way too technical and he's a puncher. Rolly gonna get his ass slipped, falling off balance, cocking punches back from his ass and shit. Big facts, you know what I'm saying? Reaching way back here and shit. Like he finna do a tomahawk, like he finna in a slam dunk contest. Rolly coming in that bitch. Like he throwing punches all the way back here and shit, bro. You gonna get slept by Tank doing that, dog. That's why I'm telling y'all, I haven't been this confident in my prediction of how a fight will play out ever. This is the most confident I've ever been in predicting how a fight will play out. Just because I think Rolly is that predictable and I know what Tank brings to the table. Yeah, man. Yeah, Rolly be in that bitch like he in a dunk contest. He finna come through that bitch and yam on something. I'm like, bro, why you reaching back so far, bro? Like, damn, you finna get knocked out. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Classic Metal in the building. What's good, man? Say greetings from overseas, man. Hey, salute. I appreciate you for always being in the chats, man. You know, talking this good boxing, bro. Always supporting the channel. 626 Lunatic in the building. What's good? That Tank finna win since his last fight with Floyd, the promoter. Yeah, man. I'm excited though. I'm excited because all of the things that we mentioned in regard to what Tank brings to the table and what Rolly brings, it's gonna be an exciting matchup. It's gonna be a fun fight to watch. I don't think it's going 12. For all the fans that love knockouts, this is a fight that you gotta see. Now I'm not finna advocate for y'all to spend your money on this fight or nothing. If you wanna buy it, I'm still debating and contemplating on what I'm gonna do. Shit, I might fuck around and buy it just because of the entertainment value. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with Tank Davis heavy. This not a fight that I just really wanted to see, being honest with you. Because I think Rolly Romero is a troll, and I think he's he's a Make-A-Wish kid that they pulled up off the street. They seen that he had a disability, and they was like, okay, you want to be a boxer, we gonna bring you in under our wing and let you be a boxer. And then he really started knocking motherfuckers out. So they like, shit, we can make money off this kid. I just think he's one of those scientific experiments that went right for them. That shit turned out they was just fucking around, and it turned out this dude really knocking motherfuckers out. Shit, let's put some money behind them type shit. So it's gonna be an entertaining matchup. If you want to see a knockout, you gonna see a knockout in this fight. It's not going 12. I'd be surprised if it go past 6. I'd be surprised if it go past 6. You know what I'm saying? You can sell this fight. You're the Make-A-Wish kid. You know what I'm saying? He get an opportunity versus one of the pound for pound top 10 fighters in the sport of boxing. If they would have put me behind the promotions on this shit, I really could have had the fight lit. But we'll see how it play out. We'll see how it play out. I think it's gonna be fun to watch though. Hey, before we get out of here, who's on the undercard of that fight? What's the undercard looking like for Davis and Romero? Said Rolly got that special head strip. What's the undercard looking like, man? That everyone Mike Tyson knocked out was taller than him, height negated by better skills. That's facts. That is facts. Said if Rolly win, that would be the biggest upset in boxing. I agree. It'll definitely be one of the biggest upsets that I've seen in recent history. In recent years, that would be one of the biggest upsets. That'll be way bigger than Kambosos beating Lopez. Way bigger. I'm trying to think of something to compare it to. That would be way bigger. See, hey, man, hey, Big Tex, you crazy, bro? That man said rolling like the water boy. Hey, shout out to the brother. Shout out to the brother Ramon King in the super chat coming through and showing love. He said, Tank about to make Rolly look stupid as fuck. Great show. Much love from Ohio. Hey, salute to Ohio, man. Much love from Ohio, man. Salute. Salute. He said that boy like the water boy. Water boy was dumb as hell, but hey, that man had strength. That man knew how to wrap your ass up. You know what I'm saying? He ain't know nothing else but that. Let me see. Said the undercard trash. Ramos on the undercard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and check the undercard out, man, and see what they coming with, bro. But we all know everybody pulling up for the main event. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna actually purchase the fight or not, man. Hopefully the undercard got somebody on that motherfucker I want to see. You know. But look, man, I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here. You know, I'm gonna let y'all get back to y'all Friday. Enjoy y'all weekend. You feel me? Hey, appreciate everybody for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that donated in the super chat, showing love, always supporting the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Everybody in the regular chat, chopping it up, you know, interacting with each other, man, talking this good boxing. We're going to keep it going, man. You know, look out for videos for sure this upcoming week. I've Benavidez fights David Lemieux tomorrow. Depending on how that shit goes, I think that fight tomorrow, right? So depending on how that shit go, you know, we might do a post-fight reaction on that. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on how that shit moves. So, contender regime, boxing. I'll holler at y'all, man. Y'all enjoy yourself. Have a good weekend, man. I'll holler at y'all.